guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an epic haul for you, and that is my Imats LA 2016 haul. I got a ton of stuff, and what's super scary is we went on pro night, and my plan was to go on pro night and then again on Saturday, but unfortunately my husband got really sick on Friday night, so we did have to leave a little early and we did not make it to Saturday. And even with all of that, I still got a ton of stuff. Like, I did some damage. So let's jump right in and I'll show you guys what I got. So my first stop this year was at the Sigma booth, and I picked up this 44-piece dry and shaped tower. This is for face and eye brushes, and it looks just like this right here. I just thought this was really neat because when I wash my brushes, I do have trouble getting them to hold their shape afterwards. So I picked this up along with some regular brushes as well. I picked up this one just because someone on Instagram recommended it, and I don't remember who it was, but I'll try and leave it down below. This is the round kabuki brush, number F82, and this is just a great foundation brush. And then I also picked up two more blending brushes because I feel like I just don't have enough. I think I only have two, and they're constantly dirty because I seriously use them for everything. So I picked up these two E40 brushes that look just like this. They're just really nice for blending out your eyeshadow. Even for contouring your nose, these are awesome as well. And then I also picked up an E38 diffused crease brush, which is just what I use to kind of pop in some darker color in my my outer crease right here. And then also when I purchased everything, if you spent over $100, they gave you a free Sigma brush cleansing glove, the mini one that looks just like this, so I got that as well. And then in the bag, they also gave everybody a small sample size brush that looks just like this and a mini lip gloss that's floating around somewhere in this pile. So my next stop was at the Static Nails booth. I got three different ones. These are reusable, repaintable, and reshapeable nails. They're thin, so they're meant to mimic a real nail, and the glue that comes with these is actually patented because it's a non-damaging formula, but it still really holds on well to your nails, so they're not gonna pop off like regular nails that you buy from like the drugstore do. I got Mademoiselle, Clean Slate, and then Coco. So I'm a glitter freak. I would literally bathe in glitter if I could. So I realized this past year that I didn't really have any high quality cosmetic glitters in my kit. And so I saw eye candy at Imats and I picked up a bunch of their stuff. I got 10 different colors in here along with the classic glitter glue and then their pro brush. The woman was demonstrating these at Imats and holy crap, like these are amazeballs. They're so pigmented, they're so smooth and creamy, and seriously the tiniest bit of glitter goes the longest way. She was even showing me how she puts them on lips and other applications on the body for body art, and they were just seriously fantastic. So I picked up 10 different colors. I even picked up some funky colors that I wouldn't normally wear, but I thought that they'd be fun just for some like outrageous looks or even some Halloween tutorials this year. Please tell me I'm not the only person who is completely lash spastic. Like, I just have the hardest time getting false lashes onto my eyes. The glue doesn't get tacky or it slips and slide all over the place, and it just winds up like a complete lash nightmare. And by the end of, honestly, by the end of it, I'm sitting there taking the false lashes and putting them on like a fake mustache just because I need to laugh after all the pain I've just been through trying to get these bad boys on. So, watching Nikki Tutorial's recent video, she recommended these House of Lashes glues. I got the dark black one and the clear one. She said that compared to the duo, these are like life-changing. She said they get tacky super fast, they make your lashes stick a lot better, they last a lot longer. So anything that she recommends, I'm definitely gonna try. So I picked up these as well as two pairs of the Siren lashes from House of Lashes. They're really pretty. They kind of remind me of the Demi Wispies from Ardell, but they're a little bit longer and fluffier. But the whole shape of these I just think is so cute, and I love that they have a clear band. I've been wanting to get one of these for the longest time, and this is the extra large Z palette. Jaclyn Hill featured this in a video recently where she had all of her like favorite shadows in it, and I was sitting there screenshotting that bad boy like a mad woman. Like, it was insane, trying to figure out like what colors she had in there. And honestly, I pretty much bought this just because of her. And when I travel, I honestly can never decide between my shadows, so I figured this way I can bring a lot more of them and I don't have to like pick between all of my children, you know? And then I also picked up this small one, which is just a pink color. This one I believe holds 9 eyeshadows if I'm not mistaken. And this is just great for when I'm only going away for like a night or two and I know I'm not gonna need that many shadows, but let's be real, the majority of the time, I'm bringing this bad boy. And then I also picked up from Z Palette the little spatula in this like awesome rainbow metallic-y color, just because sometimes I have the hardest time getting like the little pans out of the palettes in order to put them in my Z palette. So I've been wanting to take Makeup by Lilith's makeup classes forever. Like, I stalk her website, I stalk her Instagram, and I'm just trying to find the right time as to when I can go. But she had a booth at Imats this year, and honestly I had no idea she was pregnant, but she is the cutest pregnant person I have ever seen in my life. She had the cutest clothes, her makeup was on point, and I don't know how that girl lasted on her feet all day for 3 days at Imats, but she was perfection. Like, the minute I saw her, I was just like freaking out, like I seriously lost my shit. And my husband was just sitting there like, what the hell is wrong prom with you. I was like, babe, take a picture, take a picture. And so she was so sweet. She took pictures with me, and we actually got to chat with her for like 20 minutes because I recently had a baby girl and she's about to have her baby girl in April. So that was a lot of fun. And she came out with her own foundation called Elcie, and I just think it's so pretty. It looks just like this. This is supposed to be really lightweight, but also really buildable, really blendable. And what I love most that I'm so excited to try this for is its matte finish. I've heard great things about that. So I definitely picked this. So I can never go to Imats without going to the Namies booth, and I did some damage there. Like, that's probably where I spent the most money. And the first thing I picked up was this Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the color Necktar. I've been wanting one of these forever, but I've just never been to a Bobbi Brown cosmetic counter lately in order to pick one up. So when I saw it, I was so excited. It is, honestly, it's so gorgeous. It's so pretty, and I think it's going to be so gorgeous for spring and summer this year. Like, look at that. And it's so pigmented. So I got that, and then I also picked up from Bobbi Brown a lipstick, and this is in the color Brocade. This is not my normal nude, so you guys should be super proud of me. It's like this really pretty Bordeaux purpley color. Like, look at that. Hi. So gorgeous, and it's just so pigmented. Like, the formula of this is so creamy and so smooth. I cannot wait to wear this for like a really hot date night or something. Also from Namies, I picked up the Laura Mercier loose setting powder because the one I have is running low. And then I also picked up one of their powder foundations, and I got the color number 4. I just thought it was such a pretty compact, and I don't have a powder foundation that I really love right now. So I wanted to give this a try just because I feel like all Laura Mercier products are just amazing. It looks just like this. It is really big, which I love. And then it has the little pop open with the really giant mirror, and then just the foundation, and then it has a spot underneath to hold like your little applicator. And it's just really smooth and creamy. The formula is just gorgeous, and it blends really well into the skin. I got to try it on while I was at Imats, and I absolutely adored it. And then also I picked up a Makeup Forever Step 1 primer because it's my holy grail primer, and I'm actually running out of mine, which I'm super proud of myself for because I honestly feel like I never finish products. And then what else did I get? Oh, this was actually like a total random purchase for me because I never normally would buy something like this. This is the Makeup Forever Flash Palette. Nicole Guerrero uses this in a ton of her Halloween tutorials, and it looks amazing. And this past year I resort to this really crappy like drugstore face paint that didn't look as good, but I still made it work, girl. I still made it work. But I went ahead and picked this up just because I thought it had really great colors and it'll just be amazing for tutorials or maybe even like some fun pop arty looks I'm planning on doing. So picked that up. And then last but not least from Namies, I picked up the new blender cleanser from Beauty Blender. Wow, that was a mouthful. Blender cleanser from Beauty Blender. Got it, girl. Wow. Okay, so I actually didn't like this when I first got it a long time ago, but I was talking to the girl who was working at the booth, and she said that this improved formula is way better than the original, so I took her word for it. I was like, I got you, girl. I'll try it. And then anytime I go to Imats, I always pick this up, and this is the Pro Pack. It comes with 6 beauty blenders and then a solid cleanser as well down here. And this whole bag I think was $64, which is a huge savings because normally one beauty blender is 20 bucks by itself. And I think that was it. Yeah, that was it for Namies. That was all the damage I did at that booth, okay? So one of my last few stops was at the Anastasia Beverly Hills booth, and I was seriously so excited to get these. These are her new brow definers, and they come in this gorgeous rose gold packaging, and they look just like this. I actually got to see her demonstrate this on one of the girls who was attending Imats, and I just stood there with my mouth open catching flies like a dork. I just couldn't help but stare, and I even took some footage for you guys, so I'm gonna try and insert it in this video. But the definer is just this really amazing like angled brow pencil that looks just like that, and you can apply it so many different ways. She was showing like you can use the tip of it just to like draw on little brush strokes, or you can actually just drag it across like that to give like a more defined look, or you can even like angle it like this way. Like all the things she showed us were seriously amazing. It was like a live lesson. And then I also picked up the Dip Brow Pomade, and I got it in the color Soft Brown because I've been wanting to play with this. I just haven't figured out how to use it perfectly yet, but again, she demonstrated this too, so I'm gonna put everything that I learned hopefully to use soon. So last but not least, I hit up the Ardell booth and I picked up these tapered Luxe lashes, which are from their new luxury line. And then I also got these natural Demi Wispies because Demi Wispies are my favorite. And I'm excited to try them with my new House of Lashes lash glue. Hopefully they will work out better for me this time in my lash spastic self. And I picked up 6 boxes of these Adore Trios. I've never seen or heard of these before, so I was super intrigued by them. But they're basically individual lashes that come in little sets of 3, and you get medium, long, and short in here. And the girl who was checking me out at the Ardell booth was actually wearing these, and I honestly thought she was wearing strip lashes because they looked so gorgeous. And this was the last 6 boxes that they had, so I was like, give me all the lashes. I was like a nut job. It was crazy. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed watching my Imats haul, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Seriously forever. Like, these last me such a long time. And this root beer one, I've actually walked in on my husband using it a few times, and I'm like, I see you, boo. I see you. So this next product I actually feel